The i3 DMC Control is supplied with a connection cable for i3 DMC membrane adsorbers, a power supply unit with European and American plug adapter, and an instruction for use. First, attach the connection cable for the i3 DMC membrane adsorber to the right-hand side of the unit. Make sure to fasten the cable lock carefully to ensure a stable and reliable connection. To save and export the collected elution data, insert a micro SD card on the left side. Then connect the device to the power supply via the power supply unit. The device will then boot up automatically. Now select the right i3 DMC membrane adsorber for your application. You can choose from protein A, cation exchange, or anion exchange membranes. Each membrane is specifically designed for one application scenario. Take one of the membrane adsorbers out of the packaging. Afterwards, attach the selected i3 DMC membrane adsorber to the connection cable. The labeled and colored cables facilitate the connection. Attach the two black in cables on the top of the adsorber to the inputs with black washers and the two white out cables at the bottom of the adsorber to the outputs with white washers. As soon as the membrane adsorber is connected to the i3 DMC Control, tap Continue on the touchscreen of the device. A resistance check is now carried out to check that the membrane adsorber is connected correctly and is fully functional. Please note that the test can only be carried out with a completely dry membrane. If the test fails, check the connection and repeat the resistance check. If it fails again, the connected membrane cannot be used. Once the resistance check has been successfully completed, tap Continue. In the overview, you can see the most important programs of the i3 DMC Control. Here you find the modes Single Voltage, Presets, Custom Sequence, and Journal. When using the device for the first time, first tap on Settings in the top right-hand corner. You can set the date and time here. This data is also used for the experiments performed and should therefore be set correctly. Tap on Save to confirm the settings and return to the previous menu. In Single Voltage mode, you can set a specific voltage over a specific duration. This provides a simple and effective solution for carrying out your experiment. You can use the preview function to check your experiment before carrying it out. In preset mode, you can choose from several preset programs. These include square wave, triangle, sawtooth, and descending triangle. Using triangle as an example, you can see that in addition to the voltage and duration, the number of cycles and the delay before and between the cycles can also be set. Here too, you can use the preview option to check the parameters you have set before starting. In custom sequence mode, you can set your individual sequences with step and gradient functions. Tap New to create a new sequence. To illustrate this mode, we have already created the standard sequence recommended by us for bind and elute experiments with our protein A membrane adsorber. If you have already created sequences, open the preview by tapping on the arrow to start or edit them. Our example starts with a loading and wash step, followed by a 2-minute elution at 2 volts and a subsequent 3-minute wash. You can add or remove steps from your sequences using Add and Remove. You can also define the number of cycles or run the sequence continuously. You can also use Preview to display the sequence before starting it. If all settings have been made correctly, go back to Custom Sequence and tap on Start. The sequence is now executed. Once the sequence is complete, tap Stop. In Journal mode, you will find an overview of all experiments carried out. To export your data, remove the microSD card and transfer the files to your computer. Further information and other recommended sequences for the respective membrane adsorbers can be found in the enclosed instruction for use. If you have any further questions, please contact us.